Throwing to begin, it's Stafford. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Kyren Williams, the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That's valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now a second down throw for Stafford.
What?
Finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyren Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
Williams gets it on the draw. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Stafford now on second down. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's 4th down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
I love this call on 4th down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big first down.
They put Adams in motion. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Kyle Hamilton, the versatile defender, with the good coverage there.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
This one caught the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Touchdown number 9 for the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinchen. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
60. Alert.
On first down, it's Stafford. That's the rookie first-round pick, Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to get the football at their own 23.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Cameron Hinton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Monday. Stafford now on first down. He's got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
13-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to have it up for the first down. He'll take this to the 30.
I like that call on third down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on third down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating third down pass. There's a lot of opportunity.
Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, here's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nacua. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. And you'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Brings up second.
It's pretty
and
remarkable
goal.
at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time runs out in the third quarter. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. The Rams out to the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Back near his goal line, Jackson. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Williams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal. Williams, and he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Come a little closer. Here's second and goal. One more time for Williams. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Now Stafford on third and goal. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 of the year.
The score lands 21.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is
Getting
off to
fucking
some kind of
destroyed right
start
now.
to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
First and 10.
Good for a Baltimore Raven.
On play action, here's Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught by Walker. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the 20, here's second and 1. Off the play fake, Jackson headed left, buying time. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. Third down coming up. And the pistol, Jackson ready. Now a screen set up for Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on third and 1.
That's good for another Baltimore Raven.
They'll run with Mitchell. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. Third and goal for Jackson. On the run to the right. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. The extra point is good. And the Ravens get back in it. It is 21-7. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. On first down, Stafford. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Second down, it's Stafford. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Out of the gun, Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Talk things over before third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, here's Williams. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So on comes Joshua Purdy to try this field goal. This will be from 47 yards. Purdy's kick is good. And the Rams have run out to a 24-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run it. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Baltimore.
For a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
They'll come up here. First and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He's got a man. It's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Jackson now on second down. The pressure is too much, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. He'll get up and clock it here, and they're set up to possibly get 3 before the break. On fourth down, out is the rookie Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. His kick is good. And the Ravens are back within 2 scores. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A terrible beginning, but this game isn't over.
And we're back to it as the kicks away. Ooh. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. On first and 10, Jackson. Pass right side will be taken in by Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's good for 27.
What the
first down. Ball down to the 16-yard line.
Son of a gun.
And it's first and 10.
Pay for all I do.
Throwing Jackson. That one's complete. It's Keaton Mitchell. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Henry will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown. Now the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens back within 7. It's 24-17.
Ravens 17.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away.
Let's go, team.
They'll return this from the 11. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Stafford now to throw on first down. He'll complete it to Adams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Finds Nakua on the slant. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
And it's third down.
We'll try to run for it with Williams.
Wow.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Give a lot of credit to the left side of this offensive line. They're the ones who are going to do all of the work here, opening up that lane for their guy to run through. And really nice patience there by the back, letting his blocks develop to make sure he can pick up that first down.
Now a first down throw for Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. Tyler Higbee was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
35-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run it. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
On play action, here's Jackson.
Oh,
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. We'll give him 4 yards.
Taken down at the 41. Brings up
From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 5. Back to throw is Stafford. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, L.A. Now Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing again is Stafford. This is hot toward the side of the end zone.
I knew exactly where he's going. I just didn't get to it.
Touchdown, Ram.
What a throw.
3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season.
Man, I really just sprinted that way and still didn't get there.
Over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike,
Slow.
I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming
Come on.
back from this deficit.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get him
Take
down
one.
short of the 20-yard line.
The Rams take 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
18. And the Baltimore 1st down.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. Open right side is Likely. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
To throw is Jackson.
Oh, come on, man.
In front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Jackson up top again. Pushed out to his right. This throw right is taken in by Fowler. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. To the air one more time with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete folks. Defensively, it'll set up a fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it.
He's right there.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
Hold on.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Again, it's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Baltimore.
Here's Jackson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Braden Fisk in there to drop him. That's a huge loss on first and goal. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man at the 6.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And that is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens are back within 2 scores.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
What? They didn't let me. That's bullshit, bro. I was right there, bro.
This is a great example here of just not
that was a pick. Why can't I react?
Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 43, here's second and 3. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Now the Ravens use their first timeout.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down. First down, it is Williams. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up second down. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's into the end zone yet again. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Almost ready.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Play action now. Jackson.
What?
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Jay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line. Rashad Bateman, the ball carrier. He was taken down by Tony Fields. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Jackson now. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Jackson. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And he's complete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
No, we changed it. 2nd down. Jackson. They're called in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL.
Beaten by 14.